Of all we learn in the Bible, to love is the greatest command. We can do a lot of things in this life, but if they aren't motivated by biblical love and compassion, they're useless. And these aren't my words. The Bible says this. 1 Corinthians 13, 1-3 says, "If I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all the mysteries and all the knowledge, and if I have all the faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing." What's the Apostle Paul saying here? Paul is saying that a person can do all the things and look like a saint, but if all a person does is not motivated by biblical love, it's for nothing. He goes on to say that love is patient and kind. Love doesn't envy, it doesn't boast or dishonor others. Love is not proud or self-seeking. Love is not easily angered, doesn't keep record of wrongs, and it doesn't delight in evil. Rather, love rejoices with the truth. Love always protects, it trusts, it hopes, it perseveres. Love never fails. And of the greatest of God's gifts, faith, hope, and love, the greatest is what? It's love. John 3:16 tells us God was motivated by love. The same love I just described, motivated by compassion to save the world. God's love is best seen in the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on our behalf. God literally gave his only son for sinful humanity. And the mind-blowing part is, God's love does not require us to be worthy to receive it. His love is truly benevolent and gracious. Don't forget, as I've reminded you time and time again in this course, of what the Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 5:8. It says, God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while you and I were sinners, Christ died for us. Here's the bigger truth that I need you to understand in the context of this lesson. Biblical compassion is driven by biblical love. And the reality is, I'm going to waste my life if I'm not a loving person, if I'm not a loving husband, if I'm not a loving father, if I'm not a loving neighbor, if I'm not a loving embracer of people in this world. I will have wasted my life. My dad ended up dying of cancer. And not once have I regretted running to his side to meet him in his biggest time of need, regardless of the father that he was not to me. Regardless of the way my family mistreated me in the process, the way they rejected my presence, made false accusations about me, and reviled me the entire time. It was hard, but the mission was clear. I was there to share the gospel with a man who desperately needed it. And in that moment, nothing mattered except where my dad would spend eternity. What mattered was loving him enough to show him Jesus Christ, in the hope that he would meet him and pass on to paradise with the Lord. What people thought was irrelevant. The lies spewed about me did not matter. I did what the Lord commanded, and I answered to him, and I will answer to him.